How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I am doing like a little vlog-ish type video today, so if it's something that you're not really interested in, I apologize, but you can probably skip down a bit in the video. I'll be talking about my plans with the car, my plans for next year and this year, and a little bit of that. But I want to show you my Hot Wheels collection because I haven't spoken about it on YouTube before. But I'm going to show you my Hot Wheels collection that me and Daniel have collected over the years. We also have these ones up here. If you know where these two posters are from, let me know in the comments. I got these two posters printed for Daniel. That's his Evo and that's his Pajero. Oh, I also bought that for him off eBay. It's a Pajero advert poster. Very cool. Or print, whatever. So we'll start with this one. I'm not going to do like a full rundown on each car, but show you like the cool things. So we got this little Hot Wheels pack. This one I think was from Target. Yeah, that one was from Target. Then I got him a little Hot Wheels monster truck for Easter. Still in the box. He did take a bite out of it, but yeah. We got this little Fast and Furious set, which is pretty cool. The little Brian skyline in Lego. Me and Daniel built that together. The little, it pops off, so you see Brian in there. There he is, and his little NOS bottles. And then we got this big Fast and Furious collection, which is really cool. This one was from Target. It was the last one. This was like $60 or something. So worth it. We have the Too Fast, Too Furious Evo in this pack. And over here we have Daniel's little mood board, which is cool. Then color coordinated, of course, because I'm a freak. And then I picked this one up for Daniel, or these two actually from Daniel, off eBay. That one was like $40, the Evo, and then this one 15 maybe a bit less, I don't know. I got these two as a, oh, that one's Daniel's, got as a gift from my mom, and this one was a gift from my mom too. But yeah, that's the cool Hot Wheels collection. It grows every couple weeks, really. Couple weeks. It's been a few hours now since I was last on the camera, but I thought I'd come down and show you my car again. Just walk you around a little bit, because the last video I did, I did the wrap, body kit, and some of the body work on the car as well. That was on my fender. So I'll show you what it looks like now. It's been 2 months maybe. I can't really remember how long it's been, but as it sits, it looks so good. I haven't put the side skirts on yet. Can you see that little piece there? That's a little bit of the wrap peeling underneath. That's just gotten dirty underneath the sticky part and just peeled off. So I have done a video on TikTok and on Instagram of all my wrap imperfections, so like close up of the imperfections, and it's a little cringe, but I'm learning. It was my first time. It's not going to come out perfect, I knew that, but I also just wanted to be transparent about results that you can expect to get doing something for your first time. So everyone starts somewhere. Also, I've got a lot of messages from people like saying thank you for showing all the imperfections, because they're not used to people actually showing the negative sides of things, or like, you know, the, what's it called, like when it's not the wrong thing, but just showing like the things when you mess up. Showing when you mess up, that's important, because a lot of people don't show that. I'm always going to be transparent as much as I can with you guys. I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to act like I know everything, because I don't. I'm learning just as much as everyone else. You all have to start somewhere. I still haven't put that cap back on, but it's still working. I'm just being a bit lazy with it, I can't lie. I will be redoing these headlights and the tail lights, not for any particular reason, but I just want to give it a go. Yeah, I can go out and buy new tail lights and new headlights, that's fine, but I just wanted to see if I can do it, see what it looks like, learn something new. So expect that video soon, because I'll film that, of course. I also got a lot of messages from people asking about like my wrap, where I got it from, if it was easy, not knowing that I had a YouTube video out, which is completely fine. And I respond to everyone's messages. Like, if you have messaged me, you would know that I do respond to every single message. I try and help out as much as I possibly can, and answer as many questions as I possibly can too. So if you ever have any questions, even if I've already said it 1,000 times, I will say it to you 1,000 more times if that helps. So the wheels, they look great. For being white wheels, they really don't get that dirty. Like, there's the obvious surfaced dirt and brake dust that you're gonna have to expect, and even just on the rim there. So also don't worry about that. I forgot to cut that off, and I just don't look at it. This ride height is perfect to daily. Everyone and their mum has told me to lower the car. I'm not going to lower it yet. Don't worry, I will be lowering it. I'm also going to be getting upper control arms from the JZX. I think it's the JZX 100. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. For more low, more camber, but not yet. So I'm going to be getting a second car first before I lower it more, because this is my daily. I do use it for work, and I need it to be reliable. I can't be going on a shift and get stuck. I can't be going on a shift and having to call someone to come help me off a speed bump, and I can't be blowing a tire, hitting my sump. I just can't do that. I'm losing money. Yes, it looks amazing, but I need money to make this look better. So, auto? You want to go in the auto? Come on. No. Oh my god, no. My key gets stuck sometimes. Oh, don't worry about that flickering. I've got to fix that as well. So, you're probably freaking out that I let Chet in my car. Please don't, because I don't care. If he's happy, I'm happy, and he gets to have a good time because he loves being in the car. Yeah, just, you live once, right? So that's how I live my life. Just enjoy it, you know? I can buy more seats, I can't buy memories. Or I can't buy my dog's happiness. Technically I can, because I just buy him some food and a toy, and then he's golden, but you get what I mean. Oh, never, hey. You know what's another question I get? How many animals do I have? Or do you want to see another one? Yeah, so I have 4 dogs, a cat, and a bearded dragon. I also did have 2 guinea pigs, which have since passed. So the 4 dogs that we have, German Shepherd is the youngest. We have Miguel, which is a Staffy, Chet Boy, or Machete, who's also a Staffy, and Makana, who is an African Borbor. That's in like the age from youngest to oldest. And then we have Nieve, who is I think 5 or 6 years old, which is our cat. And Miracha, which is my lizard. She's about 2 years old now. So yeah, just in case you're curious. You're so cute. And I'll show you my other boy. I can't show you the German Shepherd right now because he's in with my sister. Hi, Kana. So he's our oldest. He's our fattest, strongest boy. But yeah, we love animals. People were telling me about around my exhaust. Look at that. Yes, it's melted slightly, but it hasn't, it's like formed perfectly. Like, it couldn't have formed any better. And it's actually only lifted up because Daniel lifted it. I do have to secure this better, don't worry, I will. But yeah, look at that. This side untouched, this side it touched, but it's literally melted, so it doesn't touch anymore, which is good. It works out well. I have been pulled over twice since driving this car. Prior to wrapping it, I have never been pulled over. I personally have not been pulled over in my car. Daniel has been pulled over twice in my car when it was silver, but that's because he was daily driving it, like every day, 8 hours a day, so it was bound to happen. But I started driving it, and since it was pink, and I got pulled over twice. First reason, they said they saw me driving around some times of the day in the local area where I live, and they just wanted to see what I was up to. I was working. So yeah, they were a bit like, oh, what? And they mentioned how my car's pink, and they're like, oh, you might just want to talk to someone about it, you know, get that changed on your registration. I'm like, alright, I'll let them know. And then second time I got pulled over, I spoke about it on my story because it was a little bit stupid. He pulled me over, 2 police officers got out of the car, and this was like, it was like maybe 9 o'clock at night, I think. And again, I was working, local area to where I live. And he comes up to my window, says, hey, how you going? I'm like, yeah, good, thanks, how are you? Breath tests me. I give him my license, he breath tests me, leaves, comes back, give my license, tells me to have a great rest of my night. No reason to pull me over, nothing. Didn't even tell me why he pulled me over. I wasn't speeding. I was actually doing under the speed limit. And he made an effort to go down 2 blocks to go around a roundabout just to catch up to me. So I don't know why he did that, but he did that, and that is gonna be my life from here on out with this car. So yes, that's another reason why I probably won't be lowering it. Brings too much attention with this color, way too much attention with this color. Everything about my car is pretty much legal, and I'd like to keep it that way until I start touching the engine. If I'm gonna make it illegal, at least make some power out of it. So yeah, that's just a little update. If you're going to change the color of your car, expect to be noticed by everyone. Such a positive thing about having my car pink is seeing how happy all the little girls get. It is so freaking cute, especially the upcome to like the Barbie movie. So adorable. I had girls on the corner of my street. There was like a group of girls. I was leaving my house and they were all sitting outside, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a pink car, that's my favorite car. It was so cute, and I was like, this is now like, I was them once upon a time. But yeah, and it's so cute seeing like the mums and the dads like telling their like pointing at my car and telling their kids to look, like, oh look, it's a pink car. It's just so cute. I even had, so this guy was at work. I was parked in the parking lot at a shopping center, and I was just sitting in my car with my driver's window down, and I was on my phone, and this guy who's working, tradie outfit on, he was pushing like one of those box trolleys, and he stops in front of my car, and he was talking to me, but I couldn't hear him, so I put my window down, and he said he liked the color of my car. He's like, I never would have thought that, he said, I never would have thought this, but it looks good. And he even gave me a suggestion on wheels to put on, because I had these wheels on when he said it, but he said he thought bronze would look really good, and I told him I had a bronze pair on before and whatever else. But it's just so cool that even like I don't want to sound rude, I don't mean it in a rude way, but like even middle-aged men like my car, and even for the color, which is really, really cool. I thought that a lot of people would judge me because, oh, how stereotypical, a girl into cars and it's pink. Out, come on. And no, honestly, I have received 99.9% love towards my car, both on social media and in public. Insanity, honestly, insanity. I feel like I just attract really positive people and really nice people, and I'm just really grateful for the following I do have. Like, I love all you guys. You guys make me so happy. Your comments, like your messages, they're all so sweet. I just love being able to wake up and see like really sweet comments and really nice messages, and it just makes me super happy. So I appreciate you guys so much. And this is a 16-minute clip, so I'm gonna go now. You have the rest of the video to listen to me talk about my future plans with this, so enjoy that. Okay, so I wrote out a whole 3-page script on what I want to talk about. I want to try and keep it short because I know the video is already a bit long of me kind of talking about nothing important. So just want to basically update everyone on what my plans are for the IS, because I get asked a lot, what are you doing next? You know, when's your next YouTube video coming out? What are you planning on doing? Are you planning on putting power in the car? Are you going to engine swap it, etc.? So at the end of the year, I plan to manual swap my car. I'm having huge issues with my auto box right now. Essentially, when the car is cold, it doesn't like to go into reverse. I've seen this to be quite common with these auto boxes. I've done some of my research on some forums, and I've actually spoken to someone who's had similar issues, and it's just about changing the gearbox. Unfortunately, I will not be putting another auto in it. So getting rid of that, but I'm trying to keep it working just a little bit longer until I get some more parts for my manual box. So all I have left to get are axles, an LSD, clutch and flywheel, and my internal gearbox components. So if you would have seen from my gearbox restoration video, my input shaft and my counter gear are completely rounded off. That there, just those 2 parts, the input shaft and the counter gear, is going to cost me $600 from Japan, OEM, so good quality, but $600 for 2 items. So basically the rest of those parts is still about $3 grand. Diff ranges between $800 to $1,200, and I'm getting that out of an GT86, and the axles getting them out of, I think, an IS200 or a JZX. Just depends on what I find first. They're about $300. Clutch and flywheel is going to cost me about, I think it's $2,100, maybe less. I could be wrong. It's a really good clutch and flywheel, highly recommended by other people, so we'll see. That might change. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'll go with that clutch and flywheel or if I'll just go with a stock one if I can find one for the time being. We'll see what happens. But I've pretty much gotten everything else. I've got the manual loom, the ECU, the key fob, and gearbox, the clutch master cylinder, clutch pedal, and other things. Also, if you are doing a manual swap to a JZ, so to JZ, the IS200, Shizukesa, I'm really sorry if I say that wrong, has just made a video of him installing a J160 into his IS300. So if you want to go check that out, I'll leave his YouTube channel linked in the description. It's so good. He goes into detail. Go tell him that I sent you there, because he makes some good stuff. Next year, I want to do a turbo build. Oh my god, crazy, right? How many turbo 1Gs do you see? There's a whole reason why people do it. It's fun, it's affordable, and it puts in an extra 100 horsepower, and you get turbo noises. Good turbo noises. Especially if it's a manual 200. Those turbo 1Gs are like amazing. Amazing. People don't talk about it enough, I don't think. So I have never dailied a manual before. I've driven manual. I've driven Daniel's Evo, I've driven a WRX, I've driven a Patrol, I've driven a few manual cars. Never dailied a manual. So I have to basically get used to driving a manual car as a daily. So once the gearbox is in, I'll probably spend the next 6 months dialing it in, learning about it, seeing how it all works, getting used to it, learning how to drive in a manual. Because I am also going to be doing the LSD, so learn how to use that LSD, if you know what I mean. Basically just learn how to use the car with little power, so then when I do put power into it, I can learn how to control it better. or understand how to control it better. I get asked, what turbo kit am I going to use? I am not sure. I'm tossing up between 2 right now. Well, technically 3, but 3 turbos, 2 kits. But I do have 2 separate plans. So one is to basically do a simple turbo build, you know, cheap-ish, but still 100% done perfectly. The second one is secret. I don't want to talk about that big secret plan that I have that I mentioned on my Instagram story yet, because I'm not yet sure if I'm going to do it. If I don't do it, I will still tell you what it was, and if I do it, I will announce it properly. So if I do when I do turbo it, I'll be running it between like 7 to 12 psi. My engine is currently at 350,000 kilometers plus actually now, so there's not going to be much life left in it once I turbo it, but that's the point. So turbo it, have fun, blow it up, engine swap. Getting into our next topic, engine swap. So everyone will typically do a JZ or an RB. I have decided not to do either of those. I am potentially, so I have my big secret plan, right? So that will be number 1 before the long-term engine swap. I want to be a little bit different and go a 13B Bridgeport rotary. In saying this, I want you to understand that I will probably never sell this car. This car is my learner car. So everything that I want to do or try will be on my IS. As you've seen already, I've tried some body work, wrapping a car. Also, little to no risk, it was great. I learned new experience. I learned how to change injectors, coil packs, spark plugs. I took my throttle body out. Like I know these are like basic things for the average, I guess, car enthusiast, but for me, this is my first proper project / build car, and I want to use it to my potential. But I want to use it to the best I possibly can, and just learn. So there's a lot that I'm going to do with this car. Next plan is I want to change the color. I just eventually, in the long run, I want to change the color, and I already know what I'm changing it to. But in saying that, I'm actually going to be painting my car myself. So another thing that I'm going to be learning. I'm not going to bore you too much with that. It's just I'm letting you know my plans. I also plan to wide body the Lexus. Yeah, I want to do custom wide body. So I don't know if I'm going to get like a already like secondhand kit and then mold it off that, or if I'm going to mold it from scratch. But we'll see. That's the plan. And probably like, what is my end result with the Lexus? Originally, I wanted to turn it into a drift car, the typical, but I took it on some drives around some bends and at some speed, and I realized I actually really like track racing. I was on private roads, but I think I want to turn it into a track car, like a road track car. So not like a crazy like full race track car, but like a semi-track and like road legal car. I don't know. That's still up in the air. All this could change, you know. I change my mind all the time, so this is just what I think about at night. And just like, this idea sounds good, let's go with that. But pretty much where I'm going towards is just like, have fun with the car, drive it as much as I can, just get on a track, you know, drive it on a track, whether it's drifting, track racing, whatever. Just enjoy it for what it is. I just want to have fun. Back to the 13B Bridgeport. I know that people are going to be like, the resale value, you're never going to get your money back. I am not building my car for someone else's enjoyment. So I do not care if I lose 20 grand. I do not care if I lose 10 grand, because I'm not losing it. I'm building it for myself. I'm building it for me. I'm building it for me to have fun, for, you know, me to learn. So put that aside. Don't tell me about like, you know, you're never going to get your monies back, it's not worth it, you'll never, you know, if you go sell it, you know, you'll have issues. I don't plan on selling it. If I plan on selling it in the future, then future me can worry about that. I mentioned earlier how I want to get a second car first. And that second car is actually, hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be a 1999 GC8 WRX. And you're probably like, what the hell, Subaru? Why? Gross. Well, WRX GC8 is my dream car. It always has been since I was a kid. My dad had multiple. He actually ended up buying a few from the dealership when they first came out brand new, which is so freaking cool. And then he bought my grandpa a black auto with cream interior one, and that was the first time I was really in a Rex as a grown child, because I was in one as a little child, but I don't remember it. And I fell in love with them. So then I ended up getting one for my 16th birthday, obviously an amazing gift. And we had to sell that eventually for personal reasons, but of course I want my dream car back. So I'm fingers crossed hoping that my next car is my dream car. And there'll be plenty of other cool cars down the track, don't worry. I have good taste in cars, I think. So I also shouldn't be thinking about what I want to do to the Subaru, but I can't help myself but think ahead. The Subaru will essentially stay stock. It'll be my cruiser car, you know, when I want to take it to Nasho or if I want to go to the beach, or, you know, whatever. It'll be my like weekend car, except I'll daily it if I want to. And I'm not putting power into it because everyone knows power and Subaru do not go together. So when I get my Evo, then we can go power. But I keep saying I'm very sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to chat about. I think that answers most of the questions I get. If there's anything else I missed, please let me know in the comments and I will try and respond to you the best I can, or message me on Instagram if you feel the need. But for now, that's all. I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.